Ladies and gentlemen, it's just 5 minutes before the winners are revealed in the Football League Awards 2016. Just 5 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, it's almost time for tonight's awards presentation, so please return to your tables now and take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats now. This evening's presentation of the Football League Awards 2016 is about to begin. Please take your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time to reveal the winners in the Football League Awards 2016 with presenting partners ADI, EA Sports and O Publishing and Media as we celebrate another year of top football action.
Finish on the volley from Matt Mills. Oh, what a finish.
Oh, and Steele responds for the chance on for Kenny, and now for Dembele.
Oh, that's magnificent. Beautiful strike. He's up onto his left, and bends one into the left-hand corner. Ollie Norwood, where did that come from?
Now, please welcome your host of tonight's presentations, lead presenter for Sky Sports Football League coverage, Simon Thomas.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, charge your glasses, start your engines. It is time to go. We have arrived at the main event of the evening, the Football League Awards for 2016. I should say at this point, welcome to our online viewers who have a front row ticket for tonight's ceremony with live coverage being broadcast to a global audience by the Football League's 72 clubs and the Football League's official YouTube channel. So if you're watching at home, a very good evening and welcome along. Well, you know, 2 years ago, as we gathered down in London for these awards, Leicester City was 7 points clear at the top of the Sky Bet Championship. They were on their way back to the Premier League. Last year, as you were hearing a little bit earlier from Sean Harvey, Wes Morgan and Kasper Schmeichel, amidst one or two Jaeger bombs, I was on the table with them, were named the Football League Team of the Decade. Little did they, or we know, that just a year later they would be 8 points clear at the top of the Premier League with 4 games to go as they stand on the verge of writing one of the greatest stories that our wonderful game has ever seen. And tonight, we celebrate the people who played their part in the stories that are being written in what is proving to be yet another compelling season in the Football League. Middlesbrough, Burnley and Brighton setting that relentless pace at the top of the Sky Bet Championship. 4 points between them, 4 games to go. Who is going to blink first with a massive game coming up on Tuesday night? Wigan, despite yesterday's setback, leading the way in League One as Burton Albion cling on to that dream of back-to-back promotions and a place, thank you. Welcome along, Burton. A place in English football's second tier for the first time ever. In League Two, it is a massive congratulations to the story of the season, Northampton Town and Chris Wilder, who yesterday added the League Two title to their promotion glory. Whilst below them, Oxford United, Bristol Rovers, Accrington Stanley and Plymouth battle it out for the other 2 automatic promotion places with only 2 points between them and 4 games to go, with Portsmouth with a game in hand, waiting to pounce. Thank you, sir, if anyone does indeed slip up. There are so many other stories we could mention, but again, that would take us through to Monday morning. But across all 3 divisions, once again this season, as we reach this dramatic finale, we are going to tonight celebrate what is proving to be another memorable season. So, ladies and gentlemen, here we go to the first award of the evening, and just a little bit of dull housekeeping at this point. If you're a winner tonight, you can have a wonderful moment. You'll come up onto the stage. You will cheese in front of the cameras to get your photo taken. You'll then attempt to answer one or two questions from myself, and then you'll make your way back down there. But this is the important bit, okay, ladies and gentlemen. If you are heading up this way, please wait at your table until I invite you up here to collect your trophy and enjoy your moment in front of the camera and then 650 people here in Manchester. If you are a divisional winner this evening, your award will be brought to your very table a little later this evening, so stay where you are. It's only going to be overall winners up here on the stage, so wait for your cue before heading this way. Clear? Happy? Delighted. It was a much better atmosphere down in London. Everyone's so quiet. Are we ready? Marvellous. Here we go. And we start, thank you for the wolf whistle. We start with this year's Apprentice Awards for players between 16 and 18. These are sponsored by Football League Education, which was established back in 2004 by the Football League and also the PFA as well, to deliver the apprenticeship in sporting excellence education at all 72 Football League clubs. And tonight, the Football League is proud to name the LFE Apprentice of the Year in each 3 divisions. Now, as well as the trophy that they'll receive, each winner will receive £500 in cash and blow it at the bar later, and also £1,000 for their club. And to reveal the winners of this year's apprentices from all 3 divisions, please welcome the Chief Executive of the PFA, Mr. Gordon Taylor. Good, nice to see you. Well, to choose the winners, the judges looked not just at each young player's performance on the pitch, but also they looked at his disciplinary record and educational achievements as well. And first, it is the LFE Apprentice of the Year for League 2, where the winner comes from this shortlist of 3.
In the running, nominated for his time at Barnet, Hakeem Adoffin. Luton Town's Frankie Musonda. And nominated for his time at York City, Ben Godfrey. But who takes the trophy?
That is the question, Gordon. Who does indeed take the trophy?
Thank you, Sean. LFE Apprentice of the Year for League 2 is Ben Godfrey.
Ben, please come and join us.
Ben made his first team debut for the Minster men as a 17-year-old in August 2015 and made 15 appearances, scoring 1 goal. His tremendous ability and positive, hard-working attitude set him apart, making him one to watch. His potential attracted a number of clubs to fight for his signature, and on his 18th birthday in January, he signed a professional contract for Norwich City.
Ben, many congratulations. I appreciate it. It is a nightmare having your photo taken in front of all these people, but how much does this top off what has been a super season? Signing for Norwich on your birthday, terrific start of the season at York City. Has tonight topped it all off?
Yeah, it's been a year that's it's developed quite quick for me. It's been a positive year, and people who've won this award have had quite successful careers, like my teammate Ryan Bennett. So hopefully I can follow his footsteps, and he's playing week in, week out in the Prem now, so hopefully I can do that as well.
And you talked ahead of going to Norwich about what a learning curve it was going to be. How big an impact has it had on your career? What are you finding to be the big challenges?
Yeah, technical ability is a massive step up from League 2 to Premier League. Little bits of the game which you can get away with not having as such in League 2, which are vital in the Premier League, and they're stressing that to me now, and I'm picking it up, and hopefully I can develop massively as in my time at Norwich.
And you're playing for a marvellous club. Ladies and gentlemen, the LFE Apprentice of the Year for League 2, the wonderful Ben Godfrey. Well, the same criteria, performance, discipline and educational achievements, give us our next LFE Apprentice winner in League 1. And Gordon will be making the presentation to one of these 3.
On the League 1 shortlist, Barnsley's James Bree. Blackpool's Bright Asay Samuel. And Swindon Town's Thomas Smith. And now we need a winner.
And that winner, Gordon, is...
The LFE Apprentice of the Year in League One is James Bree.
James, make your way up to the stage.
Since making his debut in the Championship at just 16 years of age, James has made over 30 appearances in the first team. His progress on the field speaks for itself, but he's also heavily involved in a number of community activities, carrying out the role in an exemplary and professional manner.
Applause going. James, congratulations. Welcome up to the stage. What does it mean to pick up this award for you this evening?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously, I've looked at who's won it in the past, and a few teammates from last year. Dale Jennings won it, so obviously, you know what you can get from it. He went to Bayern Munich after that, so obviously it's a great award to win, and I'm really proud of myself. Yeah.
Is that where you're heading, Bayern Munich one day?
Obviously, hopefully that's what you dream of, but we'll see.
Paul Heckingbottom in caretaker charge at the moment, and he's been with you for a lot of your career. How big an influence has it been on you, particularly this season?
Yeah, Heckie's been massive throughout my career. Under 14s, he was my main manager, and pushed me up to under 16s. Then when I were obviously playing under 21s, he's been there as well. So being a full-back, he's helped me massively and helped improve my game. So yeah, Heckie's been massive for me.
Ladies and gentlemen, the LFE Apprentice of the Year for League One, James Bree, everybody. Gordon, you have one more presentation to make, so just to hold your horses, here we go, to make the LFE Apprentice of the Year in the Championship, and this is the Championship shortlist.
The three Championship contenders are Birmingham City's David Popper, Charlton Athletics' Ademola Lookman, and Preston North End's Matthew Hudson. But who takes the Championship trophy?
Gordon, we need that name. This microphone's fine, honestly.
Okay,
don't be shy.
Ladies and gentlemen, LFE Apprentice of the Year for the Championship is Ademola Lookman.
But as the cheers ring out, Ademola, stay right where you are. Let's have a little look at you in action.
Goodmanson. Fancy going for a fourth here. Pushed on to Lookman. This to really put the icing on the cake. And the young man has done it. A day to remember for Charlton. A day to remember for young Ademola Lookman.
Ademola's personality is hard-working, humble, down to earth, has a sense of inquiry, just wants to do well. We signed him very late on in his under-16 year, and it was evident that he'd not been manipulated really by the academy environment. It was fresh, it was new, and I thought that he had an inner drive. He wanted to succeed.
Yeah, he has something special. What I like in a player, if I have to go a game, to make a scouting, to make some trials, what I like from a player is that he has to surprise me. My first impression that he was really comfortable, of course, with the ball. And the way he's moving on the right, on the left, with any difficulty, because about the coordination, about his body, I mean, with or without the ball, it's easy.
You know, he keeps very much in contact with the academy. An example of that would be, the under-18s went to Leeds the other week. As we left the training ground here, Ademola comes onto the coach, wishes everybody all the best. Typical of the young man.
Hopefully things work out for me in football, and hopefully I can just go on to greater heights, really, when the time is right, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the LFE Apprentice of the Year in the Championship, Charlton's Ademola Lookman.
Described as a model apprentice, Ademola is keen to learn, hard-working, conscientious, well-mannered and well-liked. He's always willing to listen to advice, then puts it into practice. So it's no coincidence his rise through the academy to the first team has been meteoric, with a goal-scoring impact at the Valley this season.
Adamada, congratulations. First things first, you're going to celebrate by buying a new pair of socks?
Yeah, probably.
Congratulations. Great moment for you this evening. I mean, how does this compare to that wonder goal we just saw against Brighton back in December as you opened your account for Charlton? How does this compare?
No words, really. Just happy with myself, just proud of myself, where I've come from to where I am now. Just great achievement for me, yeah.
Talking about where you came from, before you joined the Charlton Academy in 2014, you were playing for Waterloo FC on the wonderful pitches of Lambeth, South London. Just describe in a few words how the last few years have been.
Strange.
In what way?
The pitches, everything's just different.
They're just better?
Yeah, but yeah, just like to give thanks to Charlton for giving me the environment and helping me to nurture my talents, and just like to give thanks to my family back in London, yeah.
Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, the LFE Apprentice of the Year in the Championship from Charlton, Alamola Lookman. When you're in your 40s, you really don't need to go there when it comes to fashion. Alamola, I apologise for the sock comment. Now, at all 72 Football League clubs, players are giving their support to club community projects and making a big difference. So for tonight's PFA Player in the Community Award, clubs were asked to nominate one player from their first team squad that they felt had excelled in providing support to their club's community programme. So now to reveal the winning player, please welcome from PFA, it's the chairman this time, Richie Humphreys. Got a much bigger chair than Gordon, did you notice? Now in the search for a winner whose community involvement was above and beyond that normally expected of a professional player, the judges arrived at this short list of 3.
Carlisle United's Danny Granger, for his leading role in helping families clear their damaged properties in the wake of the Storm Desmond floods. Doncaster Rovers' Andy Butler, for his committed and wide-ranging involvement in the club's community activity as a role model. And Middlesbrough's George Friend, for his outstanding work as ambassador for the club's social inclusion projects.
So 3 truly commendable finalists, but we need a winner. Richie.
The PFA Player in the Community is George Friend.
And here is a glimpse of George's outstanding community contribution.
Nugent's onside as well. There's a man over far post. That'll do it. It's George Friend. He hasn't scored, George Friend, since Boxing Day 2014, but he's landed a knockout blow here.
George is a great role model for the community. He's really friendly, and he appreciates his role as a role model. He is an inspiration. People in Middlesbrough, you know, they love football. It's such a local thing, and everyone supports the home team. And to have someone who is playing for the club and really understands the community and who they can actually communicate with and speak to regularly is just an inspiration for them.
I was a young lad in the community once, you know, and they're your idols, so you look up to those people. So when they speak, you listen. When they do things, you watch and you take it all in. And you know, there's a lot of people less fortunate than ourselves, and as I say, I was one of those kids once looking up to the Middlesbrough players, so to ever see one of them or ask them questions or be in contact with them was a fantastic opportunity.
This year especially, we've done a charity calendar, which was the brainchild of George and the players, and George sort of led on it. And basically we had a lot of redundancies locally. Thousands of people lost their job through the closure of the steelworks and the supply chain which went along with that. And the players, led by George, decided they wanted to do something to give back. So they did a charity calendar. It was for sale in the shop for a couple of months, and it raised £12,000, which is now being invested in a programme that we're delivering locally to help unemployed people gain skills and confidence to get back into work.
The fans have been brilliant. Everyone in the community, even people that aren't involved in the football club, tend to just be incredibly friendly, and it's nice to go out and do the visits and be part of it. The football club's nothing without the community, and I believe that in every club, especially in the Football League. So it's so important to get involved, get hands-on with things, and it's incredibly rewarding at the same time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Sadly, George, not able to join us this evening. Just a hunch. I think it might have to do with some game in the Championship on Tuesday night, but he did send us this message.
Good evening. I'd like to apologise for not being there tonight to receive the award. I feel incredibly proud and very honoured to be named the PFA Player in the community, so thank you. Experiencing the positive changes made in our local area is a very special feeling. Although the football club remains a figurehead, the ventures into the community go beyond football and mean far more. What I do is only a very small part in what is an incredible foundation at MFC. The most important people who fully deserve this accolade and much more are those who work tirelessly for the MFC Foundation. The impact it has on Teesside is immense, and I'm so privileged to be part of something so special. I'd like to thank them and the wonderful people in and around Borough for their support and continued drive in keeping the area so special and the spirit of Teesside alive. Thank you.
And to collect George's trophy, please welcome head of the Middlesbrough Foundation, Helena Baumann.
As an integral part of the Middlesbrough Foundation, George attends community events of his own accord. Empathetic to Teesside's economic struggles, George was the driving force behind that Spirit of Teesside charity calendar, which raised money for the foundation and helped them to deliver a new project.
Helena, nice to see you. Welcome up to the stage on behalf of George. I mean, many would say that one of, if not the finest left-backs in the Championship. But fair to say, as an ambassador goes, he's equally fine.
He is. He's absolutely fantastic. I mean, the video said it, but he is such an ambassador for the foundation and Middlesbrough Football Club, and the work he does in the community. I mean, he comes to events that we don't even organise and just drops in because he knows that his role as an ambassador and a role model within community is so important.
And at the risk of sounding slightly partridge at this point, friend by name, friend by nature.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Friend by nature. I think I said in the VT is very friendly, which he is. He's so approachable. And he works with the young people, but also the adults as well, to help them, to help upskill them, and also to help inspire them. And in terms of the other players' involvement, it just looks from that he really does lead from the front. He does lead. So again, we did he led the players in a charity calendar this year, which raised £12,000. We've got quite a deprived community, and we lost probably 5,000 plus jobs. Wasn't a naked one, was it? It was a topless calendar. Yes. Did you persuade them to go further? No, I had nothing to do with it. He is Mr. September, though, if anyone wants to buy it. I sense you've enjoyed September. It's in my office, yeah, and it's permanently on September. Really? This is marvellous stuff. I'd love to talk more, but time is cracking off. Ladies and gentlemen, the PFA player in the community goes to Middlesbrough, George Friends. Helena, thank you. Now, league clubs operate at the heart of 72 diverse communities right across England and Wales, and each year the Football League Trust and Club Community Trust invest more than £44 million into local communities and engage with over 1.5 million people. Tonight we're going to recognise the standard bearers of that work with the Community Club of the Year Award. It is sponsored by Johnston's Paint, and to present it, please welcome their marketing manager, Richard Marzukovic. Well, the criteria for this award included innovation, breadth of delivery, and impact as well. And the winner will be the club that most successfully engaged with its local community, chosen from these 6 regional winners.
From the North East and Yorkshire, Rotherham United. From the North West, Burnley. From the Midlands, Burton Albion. From London, Charlton Athletic. From the South East, Brighton and Hove Albion. And from the South West and Wales, Cardiff City.
So those are the contenders, but Richard, please do reveal the winner.
And the winner of the Johnston's Paint Community Club of the Year is Charlton Athletic.
You know, as a key stakeholder in what we've achieved over the years, it's important to be aware of the local need and how we can help that. And I think we've worked hard over the years to ensure that we're aware of everything where we can get involved and make a difference.
The Charlton Athletic Community Trust Health Department really helps to engage with the local community. We reach about a quarter of the Greenwich Borough Council's population. For our website, Greenwich Get Active, we reached 120,000 people. 55,000 people were helped with advice on getting healthy. Of those, over 70% were female, which is unusual for a football club. And of those as well, 40% were for black and ethnic minorities.
Well, we're commissioned by the Royal Borough of Greenwich to deliver a whole raft of health improvement solutions really for the residents, mainly community engagement, and we're supported that by behaviour change, you know, and it's all underpinned by a great big outreach team. A lot of the coaches are trained up in behaviour change, like smoking cessation.
I think it's an important thing to offer a broad range of activities for young people to be involved in, and the concert's a prime example of that. So you look at what we did at the Indigo, giving young people an opportunity to audition, perform in front of 3,000 people, hosted by Dave Berry, is away from your football courses and your after-schools clubs and your Charlton Challenge, something completely outside our comfort zone, but something that just gave young people a different opportunity. I think if you look at the upbeats, and I think if you look at the fans' appreciation for what the Community Trust does and what it stands for, but the upbeats is something that the fans have really taken to heart, and they've been here on numerous occasions, you know, running around the pitch. The fans keep up to date with their scores and results, and every year there's an annual fundraising event where we do a walk from the training ground to the valley, and £15,000 was raised to support the upbeats and to allow them to continue, and that's what pleases me, the fans being aware of what we do and how they can help.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to their Director of Education. You just heard from him for Sport and Health, Dr. Alan Sanders.
With 54 projects engaging over 40,000 people in Greenwich and a diverse range of schemes, Charlton Athletic Community Trust makes a positive impact on those it serves. The Trust was commissioned to run Greenwich Borough's health, youth and disability provision for 2015, as well as maintaining and delivering new projects throughout the year.
I'm just going to squeeze in here, risk of sounding a little bit rude. I mean, this is a hat-trick. Winners 2009, 2013, and again tonight. As you look, Alan, look, the impact winning this award had back then, what impact might tonight have going forward?
Well, I have to say I wasn't there when we first won it, or the second time, but since then, I think I'd have to say one of the reasons for our success is the partnerships we have, particularly with the football club, University of Greenwich, Royal Borough Council, and I don't think you can do it on your own without those partnerships. But I would like to say that today was our day, but there are 5 fantastic community schemes out there that were winners as well, so I think they deserve a round of applause.
Well said. And just finally, it strikes me that just watching that the part of your success, part of the impact you're having is you are constantly evolving, constantly changing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Deb could probably say a few words about how she's brought the health department on, which is fantastic. I mean, you might want to say a few words about what's happened over the last year or so.
Let me pop round. Deb, away you go.
Yeah, hi, thanks, Alan. Yeah, we've worked with the Royal Borough of Greenwich, I think, and we've had a really organic relationship with them, developing health projects that really work in the borough, and we strive to make sure that we are really meeting the needs of the public, and that's how we keep evolving everything, you know, and making sure it's relevant.
And without a massive team behind you, this is nothing, is it?
That's true. We've got massive support, fantastic support from everybody. There's a lot of staff that really go above and beyond the call of duty to achieve all this. And from every project in the Community Trust, I think it's a testament to all the hard work that all these guys put in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Johnson's Paint Community Club of the Year. As we go for another photo, is Charlton Athletic. Now, Football League clubs excel, I think it'd be fair to say, at attracting young fans and families as well to their grounds, with those junior season ticket holder numbers now at a record high. And tonight we're going to recognise the club that is setting the standard in this particular area by providing the very best experience on match days for their families. And to present the award to the Family Club of the Year, please welcome from Nickelodeon's UK Football League show, Nick Kicks Rachel Stringer.
And there are 6 contenders on the Family Club shortlist. Doncaster Rovers, Fulham, Middlesbrough, Millwall, Oxford United and Stevenage.
Well, from those we have divisional winners as well as an overall winner to reveal here. So Rachel's going to reveal that overall winner first. Rachel.
So the winner of the Nickelodeon Family Club of the Year is Fulham.
We are a family club, and what's most important to us is that we look after our fan base and ensure that we are accessible, and the players are absolutely fantastic because they understand that. So they're always on hand, they're always available, and making sure that our young fans and their families have a wonderful time is really ultimately what we want to achieve, and our players are very much part of that.
The restructure in our ticket pricing has seen tangible results, with more under-17s attending games at Craven Cottage, and with that they're bringing their friends and their families with them. We try and theme our games across the season. Today we've got clappers in the stands to try and generate an atmosphere, and at other games this season we have an annual Primary Schools Day, and we were delighted to welcome over 1,200 school children to our game back in February. Our family fun days take place in Bishop's Park, which is adjacent to the stadium. We're fortunate to have a great space available for us to use, and we put on activities for young children and families before the game to get them to come down early, have some fun in the park and then head into the stadium.
We have a set of core values at the club that we try to live by, and one of those is service, excellence and community. We feel that community is a great thing for the club because it helps us engage with our fans. The more the fans engage with us, the more they engage with the players, the all round better the club and the experience of a match day for everybody.
So, ladies and gentlemen, to take Fulham's trophy home tonight, please welcome to the stage, give a warm round of applause to their senior marketing executive, Jack Burrows.
In 2015, Fulham developed an enhanced strategy to attract more young fans and their families and to broaden engagement with them. Alongside a commitment to making watching football more affordable, the club revamped the Family Zone, adding schemes like My First Match Day, which offers first-time junior visitors a special behind-the-scenes tour of Craven Cottage and puts their name up in lights.
Jack, congratulations. Well, welcome onto the stage. You got the trophy around the right way in the end, and you've certainly got your approach to families the right way round at your club. Why is it so important to the club that you do this?
Yeah, it's really important. I mean, juniors are the future of the club. It's a testament as well to win this, you know, all the hard work that goes on behind the scenes.
And you've been going on a real push, particularly the last 18 months. How much does this award tonight validate what you've been doing?
We've seen significant growth across our junior base. And, you know, we can't control what happens on the pitch, but off of it, we look to deliver a first-class experience.
And just finally, going forward, lots of ideas in the pipeline, constantly trying to evolve things, change things, push things on, new ideas?
Yeah, definitely. We've got a lot planned for the new season and some activities that we'll do outside of games as well, which we're looking forward to put into place.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nickelodeon Family Club of the Year goes to Fulham. And a round of applause, we should say, ladies and gentlemen, at this point, please, for our divisional winner for League 2, Oxford United, and for League 1, Doncaster Rovers. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, time now to reveal the results of your votes. It's time now to find out who has won the Mitre Goal of the Year. During 2015, over 4,800 goals were scored in the Football League competitions. To find the best, as I was mentioning earlier, each football club nominated its best goal of the calendar year. Then the presenters and the viewers of Football League Tonight on Channel 5 narrowed those down to the shortlist which you have been voting for tonight. Thankfully, the votes have been counted. They're in, and to reveal your winner and make the presentation for the Mitre Goal of the Year, please welcome Mitre's Head of National Field Sales, Mr. Chris Degnan. Nice to see you, Chris. Welcome along. Before he reveals the winner, let's have one final look at the contenders. Five screamers, but only one winner. Chris, who got the most votes in this room tonight?
The winner of the Mitre Goal of the Year is Sheffield Wednesday's Marco Matthias.
Marco, please make your way to the stage. He's on a near table. Here we go.
Marco's goal won the club's nomination for the Mitre Goal of the Year by a landslide. Coming in Wednesday's 1-1 draw with Leeds United at Elland Road in August, Marco flicked the ball with one foot over a defender before hitting a stunning shot in off the underside of the bar. A simply brilliant goal that will live long in the memory.
Marco, very many congratulations. What does it mean to stand in front of the room that has voted your goal the best of that calendar year?
For me, it's very special. I'm proud of myself. And I just want to say thank you. Sheffield Wednesday, my family, my girlfriend, everybody vote for me. Thank you, everybody.
Lovely words. Just talk us through that goal. Shades for me of 96, Gaza, Wembley, but the other side. Just talk us through it.
I understand.
He did say when he came out, the English is not the best. But you're doing fine. Just quickly talk us through that goal.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm going to go this way. What did it mean to you to score that goal? Your opening goal for Sheffield Wednesday and to score such a spectacular goal.
Yeah, I'm happy for this goal, and it's unbelievable. I don't believe when I shoot and see the ball inside the box, but of course I'm very happy.
Which is good. Just finally, you're going to make the playoffs? You're going to hang in that top six?
Of course.
Good note to finish on. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Mitre Goal of the Year, Marco Matthias from Sheffield Wednesday. Thank you, Marco. I'm sorry for going with the same question 3 times. Just in terms of our next award, just in terms of making life a little bit more comfortable for them, not when I'm asking questions, but when they make their way up to the stage, please keep the applause going as long as you can. It just makes life a bit easier for those who make their way up onto the stage. But I have to say, this next award is one of my favourites. It is for the Capital One Supporter of the Year, where fans from right across the Football League clubs were asked to nominate a supporter who has gone above and beyond the call of duty. They've shown that extra level of commitment to their club. Now, to tell us who's won this award, please welcome Capital One's Head of Sponsorship, Jason Carr. Jason, nice to see you. Now, I should point out at this point that of the 3 finalists here, they are all already a Capital One Supporter of the Year in their particular division, but only one is going to be crowned overall Capital One Supporter of the Year from this shortlist.
Those 3 divisional winners are from League 2, Yeovil Town supporter Pat Custard. From League 1, Colchester United supporter Tommy Leggett. And from the Championship, Bristol City supporter Oscar Pycroft. But who will take the overall award tonight?
Well, Jason, it is time to find out who is the overall winner.
The Capital One Supporter of the Year is Oscar Pycroft.
Oscar's given us more than we could ever have given him or have done for him. When we win, he's the happiest guy in the stadium. He lights up. When we lose and we trudge in and we're feeling sorry for ourselves or we've had a bit of a bad day, and he's still the most upbeat, positive, bright-spirited kid that you've ever come across. And you spend seconds in his company and you realise it puts everything in perspective.
Oscar is, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you know, one of the most popular people. I was going to say kids, but actually one of the most popular people here at Ashton Gate. He's got fantastic personality to him.
At home and at school he doesn't like a lot of loud noises, but when we come to football he really does get involved with the singing, the noise, and it's the one place he doesn't mind noise.
Thank you to all the players and the fans who helped me through and raise through my operation, and that's been all three clubs, Bristol City, Preston and Rovers fans. I just want to say a special thank you to all of the club who's helped me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a long and a huge welcome to Oscar and his mum Liz.
Oscar never misses a Bristol City home match, and despite cerebral palsy, his dedication to his club and to his battle to walk so he could lead out his team has made him an inspiration to fellow fans. Not only is he hugely popular at Ashton Gate, but his passion has also resonated with others, even inspiring fans of rivals Bristol Rovers to back his cause.
Well, Oscar, good evening. How does that feel to come up on stage to that reception, all those people cheering and clapping?
It's just amazing for me. It's just been a hard, tough time from all through my life, and this is the stage where I can walk better, and it really makes my life change.
That's brilliant. And how does this moment, coming up here, compare to when you walked out after that operation, all those hard, long weeks and months of beginning to walk? How does tonight compare to walking out at Ashton Gate?
I think it's about the same, equal.
As diplomatic answers go, Oscar, that is the best of the night. We will not beat that. And funny, I was chatting you on your table earlier. I didn't know he was going to win. Just thought I'd go along, shake your hand, see how you're doing. And I hear you'd one day like to be a manager. Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay, talk us through how you're going to end up being a manager. What are we talking? Just work your way through the ranks at Bristol City first of all. What's the plan?
The plan is that first I'm going to manage the Bristol City under-18s, and then second I'm going to manage the Bristol City under-21s. Then third I'm going to manage the Bristol City first team, as Wade is my assistant. Then I'm going to manage Man City.
You're not ambitious at all, are you? And do we carry on after Manchester City?
Yep. Then I'm going to manage Liverpool. Then I'm going to manage Spurs. Then I'm going to manage Leicester. And then I'll move on to country.
I mean, that on its own deserves a round of applause. I'm just going to turn this round to get the right way. There we go. And I'm just going to chat to your mum. Is that okay? Can I just say, by the way, What a fantastic outfit. I mean, Liz, good move. You're up here, your son's a winner. He's got his career mapped out. This must be an immensely proud moment that does, as Oscar's already said, make those years, those long times of struggle all the worth it.
It does, and I think it's also recognition for how hard he has actually worked. He's brought many people together and inspired so many people, and he inspires me every day. I couldn't be more prouder.
And to see how in Bristol and beyond, so many people have rallied behind him, raised lots of money to help him go and have that operation. What has that meant to the family?
It's meant a huge deal. We couldn't have done it by ourselves, and without everyone coming together and helping, it would never have happened, so it's awesome.
And can you see him managing Manchester City one day?
He's got a big enough mouth, so yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been wonderful. Oscar, congratulations once again. The Capital One Supporter of the Year, the wonderful Oscar Pycroft. Wonderful. There we go. It's back. What a brilliant kid. Brilliant. Now we come to a real, I mean, that was a highlight. We come to another highlight of the evening now. It is the award for the Young Player of the Year. The best player in the Football League under the age of 21 or in the season in which he turns 21. And this award has really, down the years, earned a reputation as the passport to football stardom. No pressure, but previous winners include the likes of Gareth Bale, Wilfried Zaha, Nathaniel Klein, and last year's winner, my goodness, how his career's gone, Tottenham's Dele Alli, all now established stars. To present the trophy to this year's winner, please welcome the Football League's Director of Youth Development, Dave Weatherall. Well, Football League clubs invest more than £60 million annually identifying and training and educating the next generation of football talent. We've already seen some of them earlier with our Apprentice of the Years. And it's a huge testament to the league's commitment to youth that around a third of the players registered to play in the Football League qualified for tonight's award. And the winner is one of these rising stars.
Moussa Dembele's pedigree is impeccable. Signed to Fulham's academy from Paris Saint-Germain in 2012, the striker's grown into a formidable first-team star since his full debut the following season. A fast, creative force and excellent finisher, the 19-year-old truly established himself this campaign with a scoring tally which reached double figures before Christmas. In the league, the Frenchman's flourishing partnership with Ross McCormack has put Fulham firmly among the Championship's leading scorers, despite their position in the bottom half. Lewis Cook is a Yorkshire youngster born and bred who graduated from Leeds United's academy to earn his place at the heart of the team. The midfielder is now a mainstay of the side, having broken through at just 17, marking his first senior season by being named the Championship Apprentice of the Year. Still only 19, Cook's continued to make impressive progress, coping admirably with the pressure brought by a burgeoning reputation and most memorably catching the eye with a wonderful goal against Fulham. Once compared to a young Ashley Cole, it's no surprise that, like our other contenders, Walsall's Rico Henry has been linked to a string of Premier League clubs. All that the Saddlers were so delighted to secure his signature on a new contract in October. The fearless 18-year-old is a tenacious defender with a talent for attacking too, traits fostered by a club he's been with from the age of 11. Walsall are now reaping the benefits of Henry's pace, agility and versatility as he makes a name for himself as one of League One's most promising prospects.
So 3 outstanding young talents that we'll certainly see a lot more of in the future. But Dave, who is taking home the trophy this evening?
The Football League Young Player of the Year is Lewis Cook.
And Lewis, please come and join us.
Yorkshireman Lewis has been outstanding this season in midfield for Leeds United. Having graduated through the club's academy, the 19-year-old is widely regarded as one of the brightest talents around. He's already made over 40 appearances this campaign, with his all-round performances proving he's a worthy recipient of an accolade previously received by some of the game's biggest stars.
Lewis, it's nice to see you. Congratulations, you're making a habit of this. You're up here, well, not here, we're in London this time last year, winning the Apprentice of the Year in the Championship, now the Young Player of the Year. And when you look at the likes of who've won this award before, is this going to provide some massive inspiration?
Obviously, yeah. You said before the people who have won this award previously have been outstanding and obviously have gone to have really good careers. Obviously, Delhi's flown by in a year, and yeah, want to try and replicate that.
And it'd be fair to say, and being as diplomatic as possible and not going into it, it'd be fair to say around Leeds United this season, it's once again been a little lively. On the pitch, in terms of what you're doing, how difficult is it to concentrate on your game and continue to develop as you are?
Yeah, lots of stuff goes on, like on and off the pitch, and say we're not doing as good as we should be doing, maybe, but we still just got to try and focus on our game and keep improving as a team and individuals, and yeah, just keep striving forward.
And I sense you're a man who's harsh on yourself. Are you your own biggest critic, always demanding more of yourself?
Yeah, definitely. Ever since I've been little, I've always had a little temper with myself. If I do something wrong, I'm the first person to tell myself off, basically. But yeah, I need to just carry on trying to improve and yeah, just get better.
And the dream now, the big time, the top tier one day?
Definitely one day. If you're a young lad and you're playing, that's the aim. You want to go as high as you can and reach the top.
You're a young man, but you're doing absolutely brilliantly. Ladies and gentlemen, the Football League Young Player of the Year, Leeds United's Lewis Cook. We're cracking through, ladies and gentlemen. You're pleased to know it's time now for the Sky Bet Player of the Year awards for the Championship, Leagues 1 and Leagues 2. The winners have been chosen by the people who we assume should know best, the 24 managers from each division, who are asked to choose their top 5 players in order. And to reveal the winners from sponsor Sky Bet, please welcome sponsorship manager, Mr. David Tweed. And we start in Sky Bet League 2 and their Player of the Year. And there's a trophy waiting in the wings for one of these three.
Matty Taylor may have been a late arrival in the Football League, but the Bristol Rovers star is clearly intent on making up for lost time. The forward boasted a formidable goals record in the non-league game, finishing as Rovers' top scorer last season en route to their playoff final triumph, to finally earn his first League 2 appearance in August at the age of 25. This year, Taylor's continued to strike from all angles, really hitting his stride since March to fire Rovers into contention for a top 3 finish and back-to-back promotions. Northampton's Ricky Holmes has assembled quite a showreel of spectacular goals over the past 4 months, bursting back onto the scene emphatically after injuries ruined his start to the season. Since his return in December, the winger's been key to the Cobbler's unstoppable charge to promotion, with the same exciting style that made him a firm favourite with many fans at his former club Portsmouth. Holmes will be 29 by the time Northampton's Sky Bet League 1 campaign kicks off in August, and will relish the prospect of showing off his skills at a higher level than ever before. Kemar Roof's impact on loan at Oxford United last season meant the U's faced stiff competition for his signature in the summer. But they got their man from West Brom, and it's proved an inspired signing. As well as giving Swansea a nasty surprise in the FA Cup, Roof's helped the club to a Wembley appearance in the Johnstone's Paint Trophy final and kept them at the forefront of the race for promotion. Happy on either wing or up front and still just 23, a bright future beckons for this highly motivated character, who also runs a trendy clothing company with his brother and continues to score goals like they're going out of fashion.
So, David, we need a winner.
The Sky Bet Player of the Year in League 2 is Oxford United's Kemar Ruth.
Kemar, please make your way up to the stage.
Kemar has really made his mark with Oxford United this season after a permanent move from West Bromwich Albion in the summer. The 23-year-old has spearheaded the U's promotion charge in Sky Bet League 2, putting in consistently stylish performances and finding the net on a regular basis.
Kemar, congratulations. A lot of references there to the clothing business. I think you run with your brother. Is this one of your own?
No, it's not. This is the Oxford suit.
Right, did you not fancy coming in your own threads, get a bit of a rascal suit out, impress everybody? No. I'm not saying it's a bad suit, by the way. It's exactly the same colour as mine.
No, I thought I'd play it safe this time.
Play it safe. But you're not playing it safe on the pitch. Wonderful season so far. There's 25 goals, the JPT final, the 2 goals against Swansea in the FA Cup. How much does this add to your season? Is it another massive highlight?
Yeah, massive. I think, well, obviously I'm happy to get acknowledged by other people, but I've got to put it down to everyone at Oxford to help me achieve this.
And what about Michael Appleton? What kind of influence, I mean, you're with him at West Brom, what kind of influence is he having on your season? How big an impact on your career is he having?
Yeah, massive. He just lets me play with freedom, trusts my ability, and then I've just got to repay him, basically.
And in terms of the promotion campaign, you're still very much in there. Can you do it?
Yeah, of course. That's the main aim. Obviously, we've been to Wembley, but our main focus is promotion.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, please give another big, warm round of applause to the League 2 Player of the Year, Kemar Ruth from Oxford United. So next, ladies and gentlemen, is the Sky Bet Player of the Year from League 1, and here are the contenders.
What a campaign it's been for Gillingham midfielder Bradley Dack. The 22-year-old is loving life at the Kent club with a goals total in double figures. This strike against Sheffield United on the opening day of the season, possibly the pick of the bunch. Dack has been a key component in a successful season so far. The Gills' top scorer spearheading the push for promotion to the Championship. Despite a recent injury, there seems little doubt Dack's name will feature prominently if they're to see the job through. At only 24 years of age, Nicky Ajose has a large list of clubs to his name already. But after spells playing for 2 other teams and 5 more on loan, the former Manchester United trainee seems to have settled well to life at Swindon Town. Flying high at the top of the scoring charts, he's enjoying his best campaign to date with more than 20 goals so far. A wide variety that's shown Ajose certainly not short of confidence or ability. This free kick against former club Peterborough, a prime example. Walsall midfielder Romain Sawyers has most certainly been one of the standout performers in the Saddlers' promotion push this season. Not only scoring several himself, but also attracting lots of attention for the chances he's created. Earlier this campaign, the 24-year-old was alongside the likes of Mesut Ozil, Romelu Lukaku and Riyad Mahrez for combined assists and goals in English football. The player's response, "I'm in the form of my life."
3 brilliant hopefuls there, but David, who's taking home the award?
The Sky Bet Player of the Year in League 1 is Gillingham's Bradley Dack.
Bradley, please make your way to receive the award.
Bradley has been the driving force behind Gillingham's promotion push. He scored in the opening game of the season and hasn't looked back since. The 22-year-old midfielder is already having his best ever season for goals, to add to all those chances he's created for his Gills teammates.
Well, Bradley, congratulations. This is quite a journey, isn't it? 6 years ago, you're playing Sunday football. You've been released by Charlton Academy, and now you're standing up here as the League 1 Player of the Year. What does this mean to you, bearing in mind what's gone before?
Yeah, obviously, back then it was tough to take, getting released by Charlton then, but bounced back, went and played with my friends and
Gillingham gave me that chance, and obviously it's a massive honour to win this award.
How low were you when you released Charlton? Where's that fighting spirit come from? Is it being the encouragement of your family and your friends to get back on the horse and keep going?
Yeah, I think I owe a lot to my family, my old man, and my old dear as well.
Your old dear?
Yeah, my old dear. She's watching at home, I think. You all right, Mum?
Good evening, old dear, on YouTube. Welcome along. Hope you're enjoying the evening. Lovely stuff. I mean, that goal, opening goal of the season against Sheffield United, you went on to get 5 goals in 5. For your season and what you've done, did that kind of set the early tone?
Yeah, I think obviously had a great start to the season, and we've been flying, to be fair, until the last few weeks, and I think we've massively overachieved. I don't think anyone expected us to be where we are, so we just got to make sure we finish the job.
And how big an influence has Justin Edinburgh been in terms of allowing you that freedom to roam, to express yourself?
Yeah, he's been massive for me since he's come in. Obviously, I was in and out of the team under the last manager, and he's shown faith in me, so I owe a lot to him.
And in terms of the fans keeping the faith, can you hang in there in terms of keeping this promotion dream alive?
Let's hope so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Sky Bet League One Player of the Year from Gillingham. Old dear, good evening. Bradley Tack, everybody. So here we go then. We have reached the Sky Bet Championship Player of the Year, and these are tonight's contenders for this prestigious title.
Midfielder Alan Judge definitely has a knack for netting incredible goals, and he's added a few of those this season. The 27-year-old playmaker scored 14 times for the Bees in 39 appearances. Fine form that helped to earn him his international debut in March for the Republic of Ireland. But that achievement was followed by a devastating low. The broken leg Judge suffered in Brentford's game with Ipswich last weekend. He's vowed to return stronger than ever. Andre Gray's story is an inspiration for every player striving to prove themselves. 2 seasons ago, he was in the National League with Luton Town. Now he's looking to fire Burnley into the Premier League. The forward may be hot property, but he hasn't let the pressure of a large transfer fee affect his performances. The 24-year-old is battling to be the Championship's top marksman this season. Boasting strength, pace and accuracy, Gray has all the assets to reach the very top. Challenging Gray for that title as Championship top scorer is Fulham's Ross McCormack. Once again, the experienced forward has shown exactly why he's a feared and much sought-after player at this level. Deadly from open play and set pieces, if the 29-year-old's allowed any time or space, he's unlikely to miss. McCormack's goals have been vital this season for the Whites in a campaign that's seen them at the wrong end of the table.
So, David, which of these have managers voted as the Championship winner?
The Sky Bet Championship Player of the Year is Burnley's Andre Gray.
Andre Gray, please make your way to the stage.
Andre arrived at Burnley in the summer following a big money move from Brentford. The 24-year-old forward has lived up to his billing as one of the best strikers around. The division's top goal scorer, Andre has found the net at crucial times, forming a partnership with Sam Vokes that's helped the Clarets maintain their challenge at the summit of the Sky Bet Championship.
Andre, congratulations. Lovely to see you. You get that dramatic winning goal against Birmingham City yesterday. You're right in the hunt for a place back in the Premier League. Is this topped off a very good weekend?
Yeah, it's obviously it was an honour to get nominated. Obviously to win it, it's great as well. But yeah, like you say, there's a big 4 games to go, and hopefully we can get over the line.
And none bigger than Tuesday against Middlesbrough. Do you sense whoever wins that one goes on to get promoted? Is it that big with 3 to come after that?
No, I don't think so. I don't think it's won and lost on Tuesday. But obviously it's a massive step. I think still after that there's 3 massive games, and a lot can change between now and then because it's that tight.
And it was a massive move for you, making that move from Brentford to Burnley. They mentioned the big price tag. It's got mentioned a lot of times this season, but you seized your moment. Has your game gone up another level under Sean Dyche?
Yeah, definitely. He's taught me a lot, and so have the boys as well. We've got an experienced squad, and a lot of them have just come down from the Premier League. So I'm learning every day, and I've still got a lot to learn. So hopefully I can continue to do that.
And when you look at some of the other winners tonight, but I'm particularly thinking about Jamie Vardy. I mean, he had a mixed day today, but he scored, and something else happened. When you look at what he's doing now, at the very top tier of English football, you're one level below. How much of an inspiration are players like him?
Yeah, massive, and that was a big reason why I joined Burnley, because of the likes of Charlie Austin and Danny Ings and what they've gone on to do. So obviously seeing what Jamie Vardy's gone and done, it's a massive inspiration, and shows that anything's possible.
Well, I texted your manager last night. I said, if Andre wins, how'll he be on stage? He said, not really his bag, to be honest. You've been absolutely fine. Brilliant. Congratulations on being the Sky Bet Championship Player of the Year. Burnley's Andre Gray. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching the end of the evening. We move now on to the Sir Tom Finney Award. It's presented annually by the Football League to a player that is cut from the same kind of cloth as the man after which this award is named. Sir Tom's talent, his loyalty, his commitment marked him out as a truly exceptional player, but also a model professional as well. And this special award gives us the opportunity this evening, once a year, to recognise those players who, like Sir Tom, set the standard for others to aspire to, who've been an absolute credit to their profession at all times and reached the end of a truly outstanding career in the Football League. To announce this year's recipients, please welcome someone who managed tonight's winner and gave him his professional debut, aged just 16. Please give a warm welcome to John Duncan. So, John, this is a wonderful opportunity to celebrate one of the real heroes of the game. Please tell us, who is this year's recipient?
The Sir Tom Finney Award for 2016 goes to Kevin Davis.
But Kevin, sit tight as we hear about your illustrious career.
And the contribution he made going on to Preston and football was, was pretty spectacular, like you mean. So he showed that his dedication and his commitment to football and his family was very key to him, and he became a feared player in the Premier League for his physical presence and his technical ability.
Well, Kev, Jelly as we used to call him then, he was a little bit lumpy, let's just say. So, no, Kev at 16, he was kind of a young man's thinking, of course, but he was a very strong lad for a young player, and he adapted to first team football as quick as anyone I ever saw. His physicality, but his inner demand and his will to play hard for the team, and that young age, really, I look back and think exceptional, really. Even at Chesterfield, a club like that, still at 16 to be playing men's football is something special, I think. And of course, them early days led into a lot bigger days later on in his career. I think he's fully deserving of the Tom Finney Award. I think, his years in service, the way he's conducted himself during them years, the ambassador he's become, particularly at Bolton for his period there, and also for everything he's offered the game and still offering, whether it's through the media, through his charity, all of them things, round him off as a true professional and a very, very good servant of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Kevin Davis.
Kevin Davis announced his retirement in September after 22 seasons. He made the first of 820 career appearances in a League Cup tie for Chesterfield in 1993 at just 16, and went on to become one of the most respected professionals in the game, scoring 150 goals in his career. At 33, he became the oldest England debutant when he faced Montenegro, capping an outstanding career throughout which he was the epitome of a model professional.
Kevin, I know you want to say one or two words.
Yeah, firstly, I'd like to congratulate everyone on their awards tonight. Obviously, it's a lot of dedication, and the rewards for a hard season to players. Some young players on the table there. Wish you every luck in your future careers. And secondly, to the Football League, obviously, for deeming me worthy of receiving this award. I started my career there and finished it in the Football League. I can't quite believe I'm 23. Doesn't seem like, last minute since John handed me my debut at the age of 16, and I've had some fantastic memories. I got my footballing education at Chesterfield for 4 years, and it allowed me to go on and play for 15 years in the Premier League, and obviously go on and earn that England cap, which is very special to me. But for the clubs that I've played for as well, very fortunate to play for some fantastic football clubs. And football's all about creating memories, and I've worked extremely hard to create those memories for myself and the family, but for the fans as well. So, it's been a long career, but I enjoyed every minute of it, and not really had too many regrets. So, it's been good.
I'm going to come round here and speak to the man who gave you a professional debut at Chesterfield all those years ago, John. I mean, Sean Dyche called him jelly, said he was a bit lumpy. What did you see in this man when you first saw him, and when you gave him his debut at the age of 16?
Well, he had it all, didn't he? He had pace, he had power, he had the ability to score goals, create goals, could tackle. He developed his heading, which came in really strong later on. And probably the biggest quality was that if you were changing his role or asking him to do something, you only needed to ask him once or tell him once, and you would never need to mention it again.
That FA Cup run with Chesterfield, is that one of the highlights you look back on?
It's tough. We were speaking about it earlier, and I think it's 19 years recently since that happened, and you tried to take the good and the memories from it. It still hurts because we were so close, and maybe a referee decision really cost us. But as I said before, that's what football's all about. It's creating those memories. You see what Leicester are doing now, and the likes of Northampton this year. You create a team spirit from the manager downwards, and the players and all the staff. And you can go on these kind of amazing runs, what you get every now and then in football. That's what it's all about for me, the memories, and wearing that shirt with a bit of pride. And I think over 800 games, there's a couple of moments in my career which were difficult, but I'd say in general I didn't really leave anything out there. I gave 100% for my club and for my teammates, and did it for my family as well. So it's all about the memories. I've got some good ones. I of course would love to have won a few more trophies, but I think all the clubs that I have represented have had success, probably apart from Blackburn, which didn't quite work out. With Chesterfield, we had the cup run, promotions, Southampton Cup finals, and high finishes, and obviously with Bolton qualify for Europe a couple of times and creating history there. And then eventually with Preston, finally getting promotion via the playoffs was a special day for me, and all my family were down there. I kind of had a feeling I was going to retire, so it was important for me to show some of my younger kids that I was a decent player, and it was a good fitting way to finish my career, really.
And I think at the time you felt you still had something left. How big a gear change has it been, as it is for every footballer, walking away from the game as a player?
To be honest, it's not been too bad. It was I was contemplating going on for another season, sort of a player, sort of coach role, but in the end, having discussions with my wife, it was the right decision. It was kind of fitting to finish at Wembley, and having promotions at the old Wembley in the new, we felt it was the right time for me. I had to be 100% into a club to wake up every morning and do all the things that it takes to be a professional footballer. Now, it's not like when we first started with John, and you turn up at 10:15, running around and having an hour and a half and going back home. There's a lot more to it, and you have to be a lot more dedicated now, and I needed to be 100% to do that, and I felt that I couldn't quite do that. So the transition's been pretty okay for me, really. I've been keeping myself busy in the media, and I've got a very supporting family and wife that have sacrificed so much for me along the way as well.
And of course, you've been involved in coaching with the under-21s at Bolton. UEFA Pro license, I think your assessment's coming up very, very soon. What next for you? Is that where we're heading, coaching, perhaps even management?
Possibly, yeah. I mean, a lot of people keep asking me that, and I think because of what I've done in my career, and I've played in every league. I've started at the bottom and worked my way up, and of course played for England, relegations, promotions and rejections. It's had it all, really. It has really been quite a ride, and a lot of people keep asking me that question. I had a few meetings with Osher at the PFA there, and I've been doing a lot of media and stuff, but I think coaching is something that I feel I've started, I've got a taste for, and I'm really enjoying it, and doing a little bit with Bolton and in the 12s at the minute, and it's something that I'm going to pursue, and obviously take that into a football team at some stage as well. I want to make sure I'm fully qualified and ready to go when I am.
Sean Dyche sadly can't be here with us tonight. He might be watching on YouTube. Evening, Sean, if you are. Lumpy, jelly, he called you. Did that hurt at the time?
A little bit, yeah. But I think I remember coming in, and as he said there, I didn't have any fear. I remember nutmegging him a couple of times in training. I don't think he was too happy, but as he said, I had no fear, and he was quite an intimidating character. But listen, I'd grown up in Sheffield on a tough council estate. I was playing with, at the age of 6, 7, 8 against 16, 17, 18-year-old boys. So I was as tough as they came, really, and that's, of course, held me well in my career. And I've had the sustainability to stay there. And you know, there's some young boys on my table there who are starting on their journeys. It's incredibly hard to get there, but to stay there with all the competition, all the things that come. I'm the kind of person that's not really the most confident, and my wife's constantly saying, "You've had a good career," but because I haven't won major trophies and things, I think maybe not, and that's just the way I am as a person. But I think, you know, kind of getting a trophy like this, it's something that I've received quite a few individual awards. They're packed up in a loft somewhere, and as a player, you don't have time to focus. You're in a bubble there, you're consumed by it, and you're moving on to the next game, so you can't really enjoy it while you're playing. But this one, I will certainly enjoy. I'll keep it on the mantelpiece, and it'll be a reminder of what, you know, I achieved over my career.
Marvellous stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner. One more thing. Stand by.
I, of course, have to give my wife, Emma, a mention because, as I say, it's a difficult journey, and I'll just take this off here. Okay. And it's funny enough, it's the PFA Awards next week, and I remember 13 years ago, I was at Southampton, my contract was running down. I was struggling to get in the reserve team, so it was a difficult period for me. My parents were both terminally ill, so I was in a difficult place in my career, and I'd opted not to turn up to the awards, and fortunately for me, I bumped into Emma that night, and at 25, 26, she's really made me the man I am today. She's given me 3 wonderful children. And without her and her support and the sacrifice she gave up her career for me, I wouldn't be standing here on this stage. I wouldn't have played till I was 38. And I certainly wouldn't have had the second half of my career that I did. And with all the things that I've done with football and the clubs and the things I do with the charities and the Princess Trust, she's made me the man I am today. And I thank her for that. And I love you, Emma. Thank you.
Brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the Sir Tom Finney Award for 2016, Kevin Davis, everybody. Now, our penultimate award, ladies and gentlemen, tonight is a very special one. It is for the Football Manager Team of the Season. And joining me now to make this presentation, please welcome Football Manager's Head of Strategic Business Development, Tom Markham. Now, to make up this dream team this evening, clubs asked their local media representatives to select their best players and manager. Then a panel of judges, after much deliberation, selected the final lineup. Tom, it's over to you.
Ladies and gents, the Football Manager Team of the Season.
The foundation of any side gunning for promotion is a solid last line of defence, and that's exactly what Adam Smith has provided for Northampton Town this season, with a record-breaking run of clean sheets. Crucial saves, a commanding keeper, promotion for Smith and the Cobblers. Ever present in the league for Brighton, right-back Bruno has shown the quality which took him to the highest level in Spain. Strong defensively and a threat going forward, the 35-year-old has remained full of running during the club's promotion challenge. Fellow Spaniard Daniel Ayala has a wealth of championship experience, a rock at the back with an eye for the occasional goal. An imposing figure, he's one of the main reasons Middlesbrough have conceded the fewest goals in their division this campaign. Wigan have been a rejuvenated side this season, young talent, full of energy, playing stylish football. The Latics are led by central defender Craig Morgan, who's commanded his squad superbly well. Taking the club back to the Sky Bet Championship would top an almost perfect year. A star on and off of the pitch, Borough vice-captain George Friend has become a vital member of the team since his arrival in 2012. The 28-year-old loves to get forward from left-back, but certainly knows how to stand his ground too. Few players catch the eye as consistently as Brentford's Alan Judge, always at the heart of the action, tenacious, creative, and with the ability to make goals from nothing. Judge's performances have seen him become a star of the season. More than just a goal scorer for Gillingham, Bradley Dack is the heartbeat of the team in the midfield. Breaking up attacks, creating chances, or finding the back of the net himself, Dack can surely look forward to a very bright future. Combative midfielder who's always up for the battle, Joey Barton's experience in a small Burnley squad has certainly improved their chances of promotion. Fully committed performances are guaranteed, allied to exceptional ability from free kicks. Oxford's Kemar Roof took the start of the season by storm with a number of incredible goals, including that brilliant strike against Brentford in the Capital One Cup. Promotion is the aim for his club, while on the personal front, 30 goals for the season could even be on the cards. Nicky Ajose has said he wants to follow in the footsteps of former Swindon Town striker Charlie Austin. Although his club won't take the step up this season, a bright and prosperous career is surely in store for one of the country's leading scorers this season. It would have been hard to predict quite how much of an impact Andre Gray would have when he arrived at Burnley. A new challenge in a fascinating career that he's taken in his stride. Gray is a natural goalscorer. It's hard to overstate the exceptional job Chris Wilder has done at Northampton Town, transforming the season for a club which had serious financial troubles to start an unstoppable charge to promotion from Sky Bet League 2. A team and manager definitely heading in the right direction.
And ladies and gentlemen, we're delighted to have several of that dream team here tonight. Goalkeeper Adam Smith. Midfielder Bradley Dack. Forward Kemar Roof. Forward Nicky Ajose. Forward Andre Gray. And the manager, Chris Wilder.
That applause going, ladies and gentlemen, as Chris makes his way up to the stage and the team stand before you. Well, Chris, many congratulations. We'll talk about this team in just a moment. Not bad, I think you're absolutely spot on. But let's talk about what you've done at your club, Northampton Town. Almost on the verge of going to the wall. Now you're heading to League One. How on earth have you done it?
Well, it's been a remarkable season, a special season from the troubles that we had. But it's been a collective effort. We've got some really proper people at the football club that care deeply about the football club, and we had a choice when it was all kicking off what to do, and we stood up to the fight and got our reward at the end.
And on the pitch, that moment where the club is close to going out of business altogether, did it galvanise you, galvanise the squad?
Well, yeah, as I said, we had no other choice really. I think the majority of managers did the same thing as what I've done really. So we just got on with the job, kept his head down and kept going. And in a day where there's not much connection between supporters and players, there's certainly a connection at our football club because they realised what the players were doing, what they had to put with, and the other people in the football club staff that weren't paid for 2 or 3 months. They got on with the job. They could have easily walked away, but they didn't. They cared deeply about their football club and carried the battle on, and gave me, Alan Nill, and the coaching staff the opportunity of preparing the team. And we've got good people in the football club, and that showed in our results.
And you got a good keeper as well, Adam Smith, just along there in the team of the year. How good a signing was he?
Well, Adam had a few issues in the past, but got his head down and got on with his job. We've got some really good players at the football club, but the biggest thing that we've got is character right away through the group, added with a sprinkling of talent. Ricky Holmes and Adam Maria tonight, and they've been both outstanding in an outstanding contribution.
And with Bradley Dack alongside you and the rest of the team, you've got just the 87 goals so far this season between them. This team would be lively if nothing else, wouldn't it?
I wouldn't like to defend against this lot. Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk to your keeper. Adam, great to see you. Congratulations. He's grinning, thinking, why on earth did you come over here? But just tell us very briefly, what's it been like to play under this man this year?
Yeah, it's been good. Obviously, at the end of last season, it weren't the best, but he's given us a chance at the start of this season, and like I say, don't know. Cheers.
That's fine. That'll do. It's short, it's sweet, it's nice. Let's talk to Mr. Nickelodeon. Joseph. Great to see you. Congratulations on being in the team of the year. There's some pretty decent strikers here. We've got Mr. Bradley Dack. They weighs him not just with the goals, with the assists as well. Kamar Roof, the Championship Player of the Year. Andre Gray alongside me. This three up top would be something else, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm in good company there. It's an honour for me to be named in a team, obviously, for players in other divisions that have done well, and it just shows that if you work hard and you can get to the next level. And I look up to my next to me here, Andre Gray, top goal scorer in the Championship, and it's something that I look to and think maybe that could be me.
Maybe it could. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm round of applause to the team manager, Team of the Year. So here we go. It is the final presentation of the evening, and it recognises a significant contribution to league football. It's awarded by the board of the Football League, and it's in recognition of dedicated service to the professional game. To present this coveted trophy, please welcome the chairman of the Football League, Greg Clark. Just keep it going a little bit longer. Just eases them up, eases them in. Greg, over to you.
Tonight's recipient of the highest honour bestowed by the board of the Football League goes to a man who's very much one of our own. A man whose wisdom and exceptional judgment has earned the admiration and respect of the football world across the last 5 decades. Thanks to his firm but fair management of professional club football, he is very much the wise sage of English football. 17-year-old Andy Williamson from Keighley in Yorkshire joined the Football League's Player Administration Department at Lytham St Anne as a junior clerk on the 16th of August 1971, beginning a career that would see him deliver 45 years of unbroken service to our league and clubs. Initially, he was given the responsibility of registering schoolboy and apprentice footballers, as well as processing team sheets, working under the watchful eye of the inimitable League Secretary, Alan Hardacre. It was not for the faint-hearted, but Andy had found his calling in life. His career soon flourished and would see him go on to serve in virtually every department across the organisation, giving him a breadth of knowledge about the industry that few in football administration can ever hope to match. During the 1980s, when domestic football was at its lowest ebb, Andy came to the fore. He spearheaded the league's anti-hooliganism strategies as football eventually turned the tide against this scourge in our game. He was also involved in identifying new revenue streams for cash-strapped clubs through the league's first forays into sponsorship and through innovative ideas such as the Soccer Six competition. Andy was also at the heart of many of the league's defining moments, such as the introduction of 3 points for a win in 1981 and the playoffs in 1986, the finals of which moved to Wembley in 1990 at his personal instigation. He's also delivered dependable leadership in difficult and challenging times, such as the Bradford fire, the Hillsborough disaster, the formation of the Premier League, and the collapse of ITV Digital. The latter saw Andy, by now the league's chief operating officer, set out to tackle the financial crisis that was engulfing clubs in conjunction with the then chairman, Lord Mawhinney. They identified sources of emergency funding and devised the most comprehensive financial governance programme that domestic football has ever seen. As a result, the financial landscape of domestic football is very much healthier today, for which our clubs are very much in Andy's debt. His on-pitch legacy is equally profound. When we see young apprentices and young stars like Lewis Cook being honoured at events like this, and Football League developed talent like Dele Alli gracing the international stage, it's also a tribute to Andy, who has provided the leadership and drive behind the league's successful youth development programme over many seasons. It's an arena of the game that I know is very close to his heart, as ensuring that our young players receive an education, and his vision led to the formation of league football education, and he remains one of its trustees. In his private life, Andy has practiced what he's preached by contributing to grassroots football on the Fylde Coast as both a qualified coach to young players and a Class 1 referee. In 2011, he scaled Mount Kilimanjaro as part of the Football League party, raising funds for his charity, beginning a love for hill walking that's seen him trek to the Everest Base Camp. In 2012, Andy was awarded the OBE in recognition of his contribution to football, and tonight we honour him for his lifetime of service to the Football League and its clubs, ahead of his impending retirement at the end of the season, where he will finally get the chance to see more of his wife Bernadette, who joins us this evening, and his 4 children. He has many friends in this room tonight and across football, and it goes without saying that we weren't the only ones who wanted to pay tribute to Andy.
The whole point of people like Andy and the job they've done for football is they preserve and keep that league as tight and as competitive and based on the principles that it's been founded on. So that's really the legacy that Andy leaves, is the stability that the league has enjoyed in terms of its format, in terms of the way it's organised, in terms of the way it's run, in terms of what its values are. Effectively, to be in the league from like 1971, I mean, goodness gracious, I mean, that's a heck of a stint. When you look at what was introduced during that period, the 3 points for a win, the playoffs, all the things that have come along, and the disasters as well, the Bradford fire and Heysel, and all the other things that the games had to cope with. And so, I mean, Andy's contribution is immense.
Andy Williamson was the guy that told you the truth. He was the guy that said, I know where you're coming from, but these are the rules, and these rules have to be followed for the integrity of football. You know, he's a solid person that you need behind, you know, any organisation, and Andy always gave it 100% because he has a passion for football.
He thought innovatively. He was always supportive of those who he thought were doing the best they could to make football even better and even more attractive as far as the fans were concerned.
Andy Williamson has been at the heart of every major development, really. He's had to either stimulate change or react to change. The Football League largely is solvent now, and there's a degree of unity which I would say Andy is responsible for.
And let's hope his retirement is as long as the time he spent in the Football League.
I very much hope that he will be able to find some further role in football and promoting it from the fans' point of view, because that's where his heart is.
So don't get big-headed, but I'm a fan. You gave everything, passion, integrity, enthusiasm.
Ladies and gentlemen, please be upstanding for the winner of the contribution to league football, Andy Williamson OBE, who will now join us on the stage.
Well, Andy would like to say a few words, so Andy, over to you.
Thank you. It's nice to see people like Barry Hearn up there on the screen. He's been in the news this week, of course. Apparently his dog could have done a better deal for West Ham to hire the Olympic Stadium, but there's no truth in the suggestion that his dog is taking over from me at the end of the season. However, yeah, 45 years is quite a long time, and I'm certainly not going to stand here and say that I've enjoyed every minute of it. There have been too many trials and tribulations along the way for that. But nevertheless, I do feel very privileged to have worked and had such a long career in football. Thousands upon thousands of people would have given their right arm to have been in my position. So I am very grateful that I was taken on by Alan Hardacre as an office junior way back in 1971. And I'm also grateful to all the people who have supported me over the years, and in particular the staff at the Football League, as well as the many individuals like David Dent, for example, who's here tonight on Carlisle United's table, for the faith that they have shown in me. And that includes all the member clubs of the Football League, who are what we are all about. 72 clubs in league with each other. But I also need to say thank you to my long-suffering wife of 36 years, Bernadette, who's also here tonight. She, like many partners of people in football, has had to put up with a great deal over the years. Mind you, when I ask her if she still loves me after all the sacrifices she's had to make, all I get is, "I'm still here, aren't I?" And although it's often said there is no loyalty in football, just look around. Loyalty abounds. And the game needs you, with all the experience and professionalism that people like you bring to the game. So keep up the good work, and well done to the Football League for giving credit to the many unsung people in the game with this dinner tonight, and recognising some of them with the various awards presented. Congratulations to all those mentioned, as well as the award winners themselves. I want to finish by repeating my thanks to the staff at the Football League, and in particular to the other two women in my life, Glynis and Sonia, without whom I would have gone under long ago. I'll certainly miss them, well, perhaps not Glynis on a Monday morning, when I eventually hang up my boots after the playoffs at the end of May. In the meantime, I hope to get to the opportunity to see many of the friends I have made in football during my remaining weeks. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 2016 award for contribution to league football goes to Andy Williamson, OBE. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Those were the Footballer League Awards for 2016. Thanks to every one of you for being here tonight. I hope you've had a good evening. A final word of congratulations to simply everybody who was shortlisted tonight, and of course to all of tonight's winners. And for all the teams with still much to play for this season, we wish you the best. Thanks for your company. Enjoy the rest of the season and enjoy the rest of the evening. A very good evening to you. Bye-bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, Simon Thomas. Ladies and gentlemen, you're now invited to tonight's after-show party back in the gallery, where there's music, dancing and a bar till 12:30. Remember, you can also buy the table photos taken this evening. That's in the main reception area, and 10% of all the proceeds will go to the Football League's official charity, Prostate Cancer UK. Have a fabulous evening.